Check. Hello, and welcome, dear viewer. I'm delighted to inform you that you joined me for an experiment already in progress. You are here to join me for this, the 6th installment of our Scientist Plays Fallout series. What is this series? Science, insights, education, and entertainment, also from yours truly. That's what we're doing here on Scientist Plays. We've done it for Fallout now, we've done it for Sekiro, Mass Effect, Bioshock, perhaps our last excursion into the Wasteland. Our goal today is to venture into a radiation-filled area, talk to a big monster, and then make a teleportation device. But also my goal today is to talk with you, to educate you, to hear from you about everything that we're doing. Instant Ramen, hello. PB, hello. Do No Man's Sky, no. I'm your guide. I'm your guide to the sciencey bits and bobs of the universe, and I'm doing that, of course, through my Pip-Boy 5000, but also through the Gaming Command Center. Kevin, you better have that loaded up. If you don't have... Yeah, okay. Welcome to the Gaming Command Center here at the facility. We have two 75-inch monitors behind me. You are chatting. We're looking at gameplay. Two 27-inch curved 8K monitors in front of me to give you the very best in gaming. Behind me, PlayStation 6. In front of me, a universe of possibilities. I may or may not be shooting someone in the crotch with a cannonball. Thrust, propulsion, it's science-y.
We're playing Fallout 4 today.
Oh, wow. That, you sure it was just T-Pain? You didn't throw some, like, Migos in there and stuff? Oh, you did? Drop top. I don't get it either. Anyway, so, today we'll be jumping back into Fallout 4. Maybe our last excursion. What we're doing, we need to go through a radiation storm, talk to a giant monster. We need to make a teleportation device. We need to get our robot girlfriend a body. Sounds creepy. That's because it is. And we need to learn as much science as we possibly can. It's time to start this edition of Scientist Plays. Kevin, turn it on! Thank you. We're power armored up. We have a cannon launcher that may or may not obliterate the crotch of some unfortunate raider. Or this guy. Stay away from me, bug. But we are headed right now for what's called the Glowing Sea. A giant irradiated part of the already irradiated wasteland where there'll most likely be an opportunity for science time. But we're headed there now. Now, I'm also searching for... I don't need any of this. But I'm also going to need some junk in my trunk, so to speak. So that I can make the teleportation device. Wouldn't the flora have come back by now if it's a long time since the bombs fell? Like 200 years. So, though it may have been 200 years in this game, canonically, since the bombs fell, that's what's so insidious about radiation pollution, is that the pollution that comes out of atomic bombs or melted cores or what have you, or an explosion of some sort, the pollution that comes out... Oh, you're gonna get so crotched. The pollution that comes out... Just a second. Crotched! Yeah, no. Yeah. Man, I have not used this thing in a long time. Anyway. What I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Oh, you need... Oh, that was almost perfect, huh? double-crotched! Anyway, what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted was that the issue with fallout pollution, or radioactive pollution rather, is that it's literally radioactive particles. So fission products, products of nuclear reactions, and the bits of radioactive fuel that are distributed during explosions and fires and that kind of thing. And when they settle, this radioactive pollution still emits its radioactivity, whether it be alpha, beta, or gamma radiation, even though it was a long time in this game since the bombs fell. Because of the half-life of some of these radiation products. Okay. Because of the half-life of some of these radiation products, you can have an area irradiated and not suitable for growth for a long time. Science lesson number 1, just a second. Where are you at? Hello. 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 Nice shot. Come on. Yeah. Hello. Survive that. Oh, you did. Okay. Never mind. I always cripple the legs. You know that. Hello. Crotch. Crotch! This gun is not... Oh. I'm just going to sit here, and I'm just going to... Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Miku fan keeps saying, what about the forest near Chernobyl? Yeah, it's still lightly irradiated. Would the glowing sea still be as radioactive as if what happened to it was realistic? Well, let's head there right now, and let's see. Oh, you think you can just blow me up? Nope. Oh, hey. Hey, so here's... Oh gosh! A Deathclaw wiped out everything around here. Okay, noted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for Deathclaw crotch. Okay, Curie. Whoop! Nope, that's... Yep. There we go. Oh no! No! Curie! Go for the crotch! No! Curie! Oh! You didn't think to help me at all? You have a Gatling laser! Oh. Whew. Oh, did I damage the Deathclaw with that frag mine? Yes. Yes. All according to plan. All according to plan. Kyle, did you have a favorite book when you were a child? Not exactly a... I'll pivot. It wasn't a book. I had a favorite CD-ROM as a kid, and I don't remember what it was called, but it was about dinosaurs in the prehistoric era. And I used to, like, look at that CD-ROM, like, every day. Get in here. Okay, so now, as you can see, we are... Stupid... Sexy Deathclaws. Okay, I'm guessing this thing is going to see us. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Yeah, fight the giant scorpion. No. Fight the scorpion. Yeah. Come on. Nope. I need a better crotch shot than that. There we go. Oh. Uh-oh. May have made a mistake. Ah! Don't throw dust in my face. What are you, an 80s villain? Hey, that's not fair! Shoot the legs! No. Wow, that... He used pocket sand! For the dub. Glad to finally be here. Get in here! Get in here. Thine Gold says no mistakes were ever made in the discovery of science. Well, that's not true. Oh, sweetheart. No, mistakes were definitely made in the progress of science. 100% for sure. A lot of not so cool stuff scientists have done sometimes. Oh, I should have used the fat man. But science, when it's done right, is, of course, what we're after. I spy some science in the distance. Do you? I do. I told you use the fat man, says Endgame. Endgame, why don't you calm down, huh? Yeah. Where you at? Yeah, see, that's much better. Much better. Hey, I can sting too. Yeah. When Carl Sagan was alive, a couple decades ago, now, actually. I have a tattoo just inspired by him just a couple days ago. But back when Carl Sagan was alive, he and a number of other scientists were raising concerns about what is now known as nuclear winter. Now, nuclear winter was the idea that if enough nuclear bombs went off, and enough structures, and, well, maybe I'll say it like Sagan, and if enough bombs went off, if the number of bombs irradiated and evaporated most of the world, there'd be so much debris and detritus in Earth's atmosphere that the amount of smoke, the amount of dust in the atmosphere would begin to change Earth's climate. It would do this by reflecting heat back into space and not allowing heat to be trapped on Earth as much. This would, of course, lead to another sort of ice age. As the Earth cooled, crops would fail, food supply chains would therefore also fail, and many, many people would lose their lives. This is what we worry about in nuclear winter. But once those concerns were raised by people like Sagan very publicly, studies were done and they concluded that nuclear winter probably wasn't a viable thing. Or a likely thing. But recently, I have learned, with new models and new models of just the amount of destruction that some of these intense nuclear and thermonuclear weapons can cause. Some of these new models do indicate, actually, that... indicate that nuclear winter could possibly come to pass with some of these megaton, not gigaton, but many megaton-sized weapons. Weapons that were much bigger. Oh, who am I, Gordon Freeman? Weapons that are much bigger than what Carl Sagan was worried about. So nuclear winter is back in viability. Science time! What? Stab. Jeez. Nuke the planet to stop global warming. No. Thank you for the science time, Kyle Sagan. Ooh. Stab. Stab. What nuclear winter actually is, it's not all of the fallout. It's not all of the radioactivity increase. It is all of the dust and all the smoke thrown up by all the fires. The intense firestorms after nuclear bombs have been dropped. And we saw this at Hiroshima, rather, in 1945. These firestorms that no one can put out because everyone is dead. So the real cause is all of the dust and the smoke in the atmosphere that reflects sunlight back into space, which cools down the surface. It's kind of like what happened in the Matrix. Science lesson 2.5. Science fact, you can't put out a fire if you're dead. You know, I'm trying not to be glib here, but what is so terrible about nuclear weapons is that they are so destructive that they kill everyone, and then they kill everyone in the area that would help everyone else, all the first responders, firefighters, policemen, doctors. And so you just have a catastrophe of unimaginable scope and scale. And that's why we should never use them. We should get rid of all of them, if we could, safely. In my estimation and opinion, which is correct. Now, I don't want to steal anything from these people, because I don't want to make them mad at me. But also, the best weapon against humans in this game, I have found, is the radium rifle. And I believe these weirdos who worship radiation.
I have heard of
On the second floor, there's a comic book.
they
Noted.
hide themselves southwest of the crater.
Okay, thank you, bye. Second floor.
Soon Adam will come. We will all be judged. And his punishment to the unworthy shall be ever.
Aha. Thank you, you nerds. Man, you nerds know a lot about games, huh? Yeah, I knew it was over there. I didn't need... Does the sea produce more oxygen than the trees? Yes. What first caused... But Kyle, you're getting irradiated. It's for science. What first... when life first arose on planet Earth, oxygen was a poison. Oxygen was a gas, a diatomic molecule. Oxygen was a gas in Earth's atmosphere that was a poison that organisms had not evolved to deal with yet. And that's when you talk about oxidizers or free radicals. Oxidizers. Oxygen is really, really good at interacting with stuff, at oxidizing stuff. And so it can cause chemical reactions that maybe early life doesn't want to happen. Oh, God. And because that... Oh, I'm being poisoned to death. Because of that, early life on Earth wasn't evolved to deal with oxygen and its disruptive and interactive nature. And so having oxygen in the atmosphere, sorry, I'm being distracted, but organisms weren't evolved to deal with it. Until one organism in the early oceans evolved to incorporate or discharge as a byproduct of their metabolism oxygen. And once these organisms in the early oceans started doing that, the concentration of oxygen on Earth, in Earth's atmosphere, started to increase higher and higher and higher. This effectively then became an evolutionary pressure, where other organisms that evolved on planet Earth, they'd either have to find some way to incorporate oxygen, or they wouldn't evolve or live on this planet. Get an opportunity to evolve! Oh, no! And so... oxygen wasn't always so common. Now it's about 21% of Earth's atmosphere. Let's go! Crotch time! Don't worry about this. We're just gonna have a little conversation, you and I. Right here. You and me. Here we go. Yep. You just stay right there! Can you imagine getting a nuclear weapon to the face and being totally fine? Hello. Crotch. 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 Thickster says, so peer pressure gave us the ability to breathe? Well, if you think about it, evolution by natural selection is the Earth's peer pressure. They're like, hey kid, come over here, you should sneak into this theater. It's cool, all the cool kids are doing it. That's like, that's what evolution is. Like, that's an accurate thing. Darzog says, hey, Fish, you should, develop lungs to breathe this delicious oxygen. See, what I want to be clear about is that evolution doesn't have a will. It doesn't want stuff to do anything. Through reproduction, each time an organism reproduces, whether sexually or asexually, its DNA must be replicated. And whenever DNA is replicated, necessarily there are mistakes. You can have billions of base pairs, and so just from randomness, mistakes will be made. Now, those mistakes we call mutations, and more often than not, those mutations do nothing, or they're harmful because organisms are complicated, and you throw a monkey wrench in a machine might make the machine not work so good. But sometimes, over millions or billions of years, those random mutations do something beneficial to pass on themselves more often than they did before. And those what is deemed beneficial is the selection process. So on Earth, there's all these environmental pressures: food, territory, geology, predation. All of this is pressure to have your genetics pass on themselves as efficiently and as much as possible. And so that pressure sorts out the bad mutations from the good ones, and over enough generations, over enough time, these good mutations end up working more and become the dominant mutations in a population. But again, notice, evolution at no point said, oh, you need to breathe oxygen, you need wings, you need eyes. No, all of this happens incrementally, step by minuscule step, over very long time periods, simply because some random mutations work better in an environment or not. Evolution isn't trying to make everything intelligent. It's not trying to give everything big brains or beautiful, luscious hair. No, whatever happens to work. Science lesson number 5.
Never mind how near
Twisted says evolution is basically trial and error. Yes. Adder Cobb says, science question, what does it mean to say an organism is immune to radiation? Immune to radiation science lesson number 6. Being immune to radiation... Virgil, shut it. Being immune to radiation, in this case, would mean that the body has proteins and protocols to either resist radiation damage or repair radiation damage. We know some of these proteins exist. Your DNA, your body, does have repair mechanisms. It's not for radiation specifically, but if your DNA is damaged by ionizing radiation, your body will attempt to repair the DNA. But other organisms are better at repairing their DNA, and some organisms have proteins like tardigrades, water bears, have a protein called DSUP, damage suppression, which makes their DNA harder to damage with X-rays. So an organism can be immune, but it's just because it's better at dealing with damage to DNA. Science lesson number 6. Ha!
I don't understand all the science behind it.
Macaroni Bones says, isn't that kind of what happens when you heal from a sunburn? No. What your body's doing during a science lesson 6.5. What your body's doing during a sunburn, ionizing radiation from the sun, UVA, UVB, ultraviolet A and B radiation comes down from the sun through the atmosphere. That ionizing radiation damages your skin cells, and it damages the DNA. Your body says, wow, that could turn into cancer. We don't want any part of that. And so your skin tells itself to die off. And then that's when you get the peeling and the redness and that sort of thing. And blood rushes to the site to help clean away the cells. That's the inflammation and that kind of thing. Science lesson 6.5. Chat, we got to get through this. Oh, right. Yeah, I get it in the Institute Geosciences wing. Right. So that means we're going to the Institute. And chat, we're playing a Science Plays Fallout. So we are going to align ourselves with the Institute. Spoiler alert. I'm a science boy. Utrick says, where did you learn everything that you talk about? Well, Utrick, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I have a degree in environmental and civil engineering, and then I have a master's degree in science communication. And I learned everything that I talk about mostly through my education and my engineering education. But the other half of my education, which I'd say is equally valuable, is I've been talking about science and trying to teach people science by researching it and then explaining it, exploring it, coming up with my own videos and narratives. I've been doing that every week for the last 7 years without missing a week. So that's a pretty good education too. It's my job. My job is to learn and to help you learn. Okay. I'm gonna kill a courser. Come on.
Okay, let's get. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Come on. Look, I just want my robot girlfriend to get a body, and I want to pull this chip out of a courser's head so that I can become the administrator of not one but 2 facilities. Level 3 hype train emote. Woo! Don't know what it means. Hell yeah.
The body can repair tissue damage. But
See?
still,
Look.
too much radiation
See?
too quickly fatal. Caution is recommended.
That's... God, I love Curie so much. What? Ah, crap.
Combat again.
It's okay, sweetie. Crotch. Yeah, there you go. You're learning. Crotch. Crotch. Crotch.
I believe a sniper has found us.
Crotch. Where? Curie, look, I don't want to buff you up too much, but you're doing fantastic and I love you. I love fluid dynamics though. Yeah, fluid dynamics was cool. Oh, I'm poisoned. I got a C in math because the girls next to me were too cute. Well, you effed up. What I did is because I know I'm easily distracted. What I did in school was I sat at the very front of every single class. No matter what the class was, no matter what time it was at, no matter where it was on campus, I sat at the very front of every single class so that I wouldn't be distracted and I could take good notes. Did you wear horse blinders? No. I really shouldn't have modded this, so I only have... It does more damage, but I only have 6 in my magazine, and I don't like that. Okay, on 3. Koopa says, shaving my head was very refreshing. I would suggest it. No. This makes me want to play S-Quark. Well, I mean... When you got skills like this and the knowledge to back it up, I don't blame you, man. Wait, what am I supposed to be doing? I forgot. It's been a while. The beard looks awesome! This is Captain Mëydan. You know, trying my best not to look like a big sack of crap. Green Tech Genetics, yeah. Never eat soggy waffles. I never... Oh, I'm so bad with cardinal directions, it's crazy. Where's the genetics building? It's over here, right? I don't know where any... Okay, I'll just follow the signal, Kyle. Okay, shut up. Is it that building? It's not that big building. I can't wait to jump off of that big building, though. That's fun. It's nightmare fuel. It's brilliant. I don't know... Again, I don't know what it sounds like. I would have to go back and watch the video. Legendary this, my man. Ah, you ducked right... Boom! Ooh... Just yeah. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, right there. Right there. I'm such a child. The tall green building. Yeah, no, I know. I put that together from Green Tech. Yep, there it is. Just stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right. That's... Jeez! What the shnikes? Right before Neo gets extracted into the Matrix, that's a really cool noise. So I'm happy about that. Oop. What? Lasers don't have that much momentum. Oh, this place is cool up there. I need my sniper. Woo! Come on. Headshot. Headshot. Uh-oh! Jeez, dude. The big crabs are so dangerous because they're so fast. Which, yes, means another crotch situation. You beat me to it, Chad. See? See? And soft-shell crab is tasty. Kevin, turn it on! Ugh. We're gonna find a machine in a cool leather jacket and sunglasses, which I will keep to put on Curie, because it's adorable. We're gonna take something out of his brain that's gonna allow us to teleport into our rightful place. Is inside the Institute. I mean, look at the facility. It's not like I directly stole the idea from this. Let's get back into it. I did. Kevin, turn it on! Oh, hey. That sounds good. Turn the headlamp on, because I'm not afraid of nothing in here. Hey, I can throw stuff. Oh. I fell down. What do we do? Jeez. Don't shoot my robot! I can't tell what's happening. Okay, there we go. Bye-bye. Yeah, you're very dangerous and scary. You have changed so much. A non-sciencey weapon? I know. It's just the, at the beginning of this playthrough, we were playing more like a... You're dealing with me now, punk. At the beginning of this playthrough, we were playing more like a scientist. We were playing with only sciencey weapons, doing only sciencey things. And I'm using a non-sciencey weapon, as I define it. You know, not a laser rifle. Well, I'll switch to it. Because I modded my laser rifle incorrectly, and now I only have 6 bullets in my magazine, and it really annoys me, so I haven't been using it right now. Well, I didn't know we could glitch. If I could... I'm gonna punch you. With a... Hello. Hello, my love. There should be a terminal around here where I could turn all this off, huh? Pulse this! Stop it! Oh, so you have... Just a second, I need to use the bathroom. Just a second, I need to use the bathroom. Recently learned in biology that fevers can kill you, specifically because heat denatures your proteins, says the hi-hat. Yeah, if you get too hot, you die. Suppressors are sciencey. Yep. Is that a magazine? Excellent. Hey. It's okay, I'm like James Bond. Hey, what kind of bond is formed in, table salt? Bond. Ionic bond. Science, that's it! Or is it covalent? I think it's ionic. I'm right. I'm not gonna look at chat if I'm wrong. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Hack the planet! I was correct, right? Ionic bond. Yeah, I'm the smartest man in the world. Oh, not the world. I'm the smartest man in the contiguous 48 states. You know that. Can't be. It could be this. Beep. Smartest man in the contiguous 48 states. More like ironic bond. Everyone shut up. Jeez, guys. One guy did all this. Kyle, what would happen if you used a fat man in the bathroom? Oh, you mean like kind of after you have Taco Bell? Hey, what? Don't bring a bare chest to a gunfight. Crotched. Alright. Oh, no! Crap. So how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna run through here. What? I'm gonna try to... I'm gonna try to crotch him before he does that again, huh? Science lesson, don't walk on landmines. You know, landmines are still an enormous, huge, terrible problem throughout the world. Hack the planet. Landmines are a huge problem. They're still everywhere. They're still blowing people's legs off in the countries where, Smartest man! Landmines are bad. That's what I was getting at. Jeez. Jeez. He's just one man who I will shoot in the crotch with a cannonball. Yeah, but what if you're dead as well? Oh. Bond. Ionic bond. Oh, jeez. 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 This is how you get crotched. Oh. 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 Oh, please. Stop it. Oh. I warned you. Eat the steak. Eat that. Why do I have so much vodka? It's like the RoboCop scene, but he only shoots knees. Dang right. Here, look, I can turn my head and still play. Isn't that cool? Look, I don't even need to look at the screen. Still play. May not have known. I've perfectly memorized this area. Ah! Like I said, I perfectly memorized this. I saw that coming. Perfectly memorized this area. And don't even need to look at the screen. Yeah. Don't even need to. Pretty amazing, huh? Look, I'll do this just by feel alone. This no, doesn't feel right. How about that one? Easy, easy.
That's it.
Novice indeed. That feels like a Molotov cocktail. Yes. Okay. Great. Okay, I guess I'll look again. But crotch! Give me your crystals. Yeah. And your microscope. Yeah. Which is more sciencey? Hand grenades or Molotov cocktails? They both exist. So, I don't know. Beep. Ow. Oh, what was it? Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna check, I'm gonna shoot you right in your privates, private. Give me your various sciencey stuff. Me too! Kyle, you didn't have a science lesson in a long time. Give me a second! And then we will see what happens. Why does a scientist have so much vodka on them? Fixter315 asks, why does a scientist have so much vodka on them? Depression. Wait, I'm not even to the place yet. He's upstairs, right? I could bypass all of this just by hacking the planet, but I can't hack the planet right now. Which is irritating. Is that cheese? Oh, no. It's an oscilloscope. It's an easy mistake to make. Let's play the new game, Sweeping the Nation. Cheese or oscilloscope? Smartest man in the contiguous 48. Damn. This.
That's it.
Oh, I think this is just a frickin' closet. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it's better than that. Yes. Power my power armor.
I don't know the password. I'm telling the truth.
I bet you do.
I don't believe you.
Oh, you're upstairs, right?
Now, are you going to cooperate?
Oh God. Oh
Tell me.
God. Okay. Just don't shoot.
Kyle, save that guy. You save him. I'm busy.
Going to. It's just a matter of time. Tell me the password.
Why does he sound so villainy? You know what I mean? Why don't you tell me the password? Everything is cool, don't worry about it.
Over here. You've been following me.
Have I? Huh. Doesn't seem like... It only does that much damage? Oh, I'm gonna get absolutely annihilated. Hit him again. Wow, did that kill him in one shot? No way. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Nikes, can't see him. Okay, come on. Where are you? Whoop. Where are you at? Come on. Come on. He can shoot through there? Come on. Hello. Oh, you're not looking so good, buddy. What? What the heck? He just... Chat, do you see that? He definitely moved over to the left, right? And then he was behind the wall again? Man, this guy's gun is annihilating me. Can't see him. Can't see him. Only have 1 mini nuke left. I better see him. Hello. You dang fool. Take the uniform because it's awesome. Drop some other crap.
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but I can't get out. Not on my own.
Yeah, I know. Just a second. If you went and talked to Mama Murphy, she can give you the shutdown code for the Courser? What? Where's the code? Toolbox under the stairs. Got it. See, I would have found that eventually, but we just don't have time. Why would it be in a toolbox?
Thank you.
Get out of here.
I don't know what to say. The Institute designation is K-198. But I prefer Jenny. So yes, I knew that. Thanks again for your... And before you ask...
I thought your designation was 8675309. Does that work? Is her name Jenny in that song? Am I losing my mind? Wait. Okay. It is Jenny. Yeah. Oh, so let's cut out the part where I was unsure if the joke was the joke worked. Son of a Bunsen burner. Let's cut out the part from the... Kevin, can we cut out the part from the VOD where I didn't know if the joke worked and just re-edit it so I knew that it worked and I'm hilarious? Thanks. Who are you thinking of siding with? Says Decent Man Damage. Who... Decent Man, look around the facility. Look around the channel. Look around what our goal is, to spread science across the planet. And I think you'll know who we're siding with. Okay, okay, alright. No, I don't want to take the elevator down. I'm wearing power armor, which means I am yumping. Kyle, what are earthquake lights? How do they happen? Says Endgame. We're not 100% sure what earthquake lights are. But what we think they are is the incredible movement of Earth past Earth. So earthquakes are basically an intense release of potential energy over thousands and thousands of years. Earth is up against each other, and Earth's crust is constantly moving around, and sometimes that crust gets stuck. And as it gets stuck, that movement still wants to go, so it's building up energy in between these, and all of a sudden, all that energy can be released as these faults and this Earth can slip past each other. Now, when that happens, when all this and hey, you can see the robots from the previous episode. I know, you tell. I know. When all that energy is released, all that movement happens. Curie, when all that energy is released and that movement happens, we think it can generate a lot of charge, like a thunderstorm would. And that charge could possibly ionize the air, creating this kind of air glow. Kind of like auroras work a little bit. But like I said, we're still not sure. But do you know what I'm sure about? Easy. I can give this to, what's his nuts, right? I really like better power. Oh, I have some pieces of power armor that are much better right now, right? Oh, you certainly know how to make a guy feel good. Wait, equip. 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 There we go. Wait, what am I... Right leg, torso, left leg. Oh, right. Okay. I feel like I'm a crazy person. Repair, repair, repair. Yeah! Ho, ho, ho. Who Sturgis can help me analyze this chip, right? Old Sturgy Burgy? Whatever.
There's been panic about the new thing floating in the sky.
It's called a dirigible, you idiot.
Aliens are real.
Enough.
No, they're not.
The blimp is deep.
Okay, while you're talking, I'm gonna steal your stuff, if you don't mind.
Medical highly advanced corps. Spread the word. The Brotherhood are our enemies.
I already stole everything, I think.
Glad. But for now, we monitor them and keep them clear of our operations. The focus remains on the
Just a second, just cooking deathglaw meat. Don't mind me.
Are you injured?
Do I look injured?
We're all the synths got.
Beep. Sturgis is busy with his motorcycle rally. You are one of the funniest people in the contiguous 48 states.
What's up?
Critical Hunter says, do you agree with the Railroad's philosophy of protecting synths? See, there's a workaround. If I become the administrator of the Institute, then I can make all those changes internally, and it's almost like the Railroad doesn't need to exist.
Yeah, that was me.
That's what the report says. So why did
I needed a court.
you have? Follow me. We have the right man for the job.
Astro Demine says, all the nuclear weapons on Earth would be like a tickle to the sun. Yes. If this was a real Fallout game, that would be an option. Calm down.
Here you go.
All right, Tom.
Desdemona.
Give Tom.
How long does this take? Because we gotta get inside the Institute so I can betray you, suddenly and inevitably.
Access. All right, we're still running.
Hey, look at him hacking the planet.
Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher.
What?
This is gonna be algorithmic.
Guns, kind, dash, guns, spot, kind, dash, stuck, fear, guns, dash, kind. Good. They put a lot of thought into it, clearly.
We got the code.
Garrus, is that you?
Load that onto the holotape for next time, Des.
Yeah, Garrus. What? Don't you have some calibrations to do?
As much as
What? What happened? Where am I? What's going on? I wonder, can we get to the Institute before this stream is over? Look at this guy!
Should be avoided at all costs. It could damage you irreparably.
NPC, what other life forms do you think would be feasible aside from carbon-based? Well, here's the thing, NPC. Carbon is the basis for life on Earth, in part because carbon is so versatile. Carbon can form up to 4 bonds on one atom of carbon. And so the number, it has many degrees of freedom in that way. And so carbon as an atom can make so many different kinds of chemicals and compounds and molecules. Hydrocarbons, for example, there's hundreds and hundreds of, probably even thousands of those. And it's because carbon is so good at bonding with other stuff, so it can make a bunch of stuff, right? So if you're looking for another element from which to make life, you would want something else that similarly can be very versatile. And that's why you hear about silicon-based life, or the possibility of it, because it also can form 4 bonds. Whether or not that is viable, whether or not it exists somewhere else in the universe, who knows? But we look in the same column of the periodic table, and that's what we see: silicon underneath carbon. Science lesson number 8.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get... I have the code. Suppose, how'd you manage? I've made some... Better you than me.
Better you than me.
Like that one who's been busy. I did the best I could.
The Bellyache says, can radiation actually mutate life forms the way it does in the game?
Came up with
Yeah, but not consistently. So you can mutate the DNA of something that's, say, like the embryo of something, and you can irradiate the DNA of something that's growing, or the genetic information of something that would reproduce. such that it's going to have some sort of defect or change to it, say an additional head or missing a leg or something like that. Usually we call those birth defects. That can indeed happen. But radiation damage is totally random. Like, how it hits your DNA, where, what the intensity is it alpha, beta, or gamma? That's totally random, or probably random, in an environment that's completely irradiated, as in the wasteland in Fallout. So what I'm saying is, it seems very unlikely to have irradiated organisms that are all the same, like bloat flies, for example, unless these changes to the genetic code were successful enough in the environment that they were passed on to future generations. But what I was getting at is that if you dangerously irradiated 10 different organisms that were already born, it's unlikely you see the same effects in all 10.
You know the craziest about all the data?
Yeah, I'll do it. Sure. Is there any mutation that would be beneficial to us humans? Says Swagnut. Humans get beneficial mutations all the time. Everything is evolving all the time. And it depends on what the environmental pressure is, but some people evolved to tolerate lactose, for example. There's a really, really cool example of evolution in real time. These Southeast Asian islanders, I believe that's where they are, but their spleens are 50% bigger than the average person's outside of this population. And it's because over many, many generations, they almost entirely make their livings doing deep dives, diving under the water without scuba gear. So they're holding their breath. And so if you're doing that all the time, and perhaps that's a part of their culture, the best divers get to mate more or reproduce more because they're better at providing for their families, yada, yada, yada. If that's an evolutionary pressure and a sexual pressure, over time, the people who are better divers would be more selected for. And what your spleen does is hold a reserve of oxygenated red blood cells that can be injected into your bloodstream to give you more oxygen in your bloodstream via these red blood cells. And so over time, their spleens got bigger and bigger from this pressure. And now they have spleens that are 50% larger than the average person, and they can dive so much longer than you. Science lesson number 9.
Get our agreement. I've helped you.
Yeah, I'll get you the serum, dude. Yeah, look it up. Larger spleen diver evolution or whatever, those keywords, and you'll find what I'm talking about. It's pretty fascinating. Astro Demine says some Nordic people had a random mutation that makes them immune to HIV. Very few people, but a lucky mutation. Yeah, there's also cases of that in Africa as well. I'm gonna tell Sturgis because he's back from his motorcycle rally where a lot of people were super spreading COVID.
I need your help with these schematics.
Oh, yeah?
Don't aim. What are you aiming at?
These are plans for building
the Institute. Why in the world?
Because my son's in there, and then I want to take it over and become the administrator of a large facility. Don't worry about it.
I've got to deal with the immediate problems first. I haven't forgotten that you need my help. Remind me as soon as you found out what that settlement needed from the Minutemen.
What? What did you just say to me?
Hi.
I'll be happy to help you out as soon as we help out that settlement.
What? You... Really? Really? You want me to do that first? Ugh! I wanted to get inside the Institute. Chat. How quickly can I do this stupid thing? I'm gonna use whatever weapons necessary to do this quickly. What? Well, I'm gonna ignore you. Bye-bye. Armchair Game Master says, a lot of media makes it seem like laser weapons would be self-cauterizing, but would that be the case? No. So I've talked about this before, but cauterization is a very delicate process that requires a careful application of a specific amount of heat. Basically, cauterizing is a denaturing of your proteins and your skin to basically make a big mess. And this big mess can help seal a really bad wound. Or a wound. It's a big molecular mess. But that requires a slow, deliberate application of heat. What a laser beam or a laser weapon is, as you can see, is a very rapid, very intense deposition of energy. And what that would do is either straight up burn or just vaporize material. Put in enough energy at once to break atomic bonds and vaporize something, turn something into vapor. So a ton of energy all at once in fractions of a second is the opposite of what you want for something to cauterize. So no, in real life, laser weapons, in my estimation, I do not believe would cauterize a wound as you see in science fiction media. Science lesson 10. Whoo! Satoshi says, you're telling me I can't just burn my wound shut? That wasn't the question, though, right? If you heat up, if you're doing it Rambo style, which you shouldn't do at all, because burns are very susceptible to infection. If you, like, heat up a knife on a campfire and you apply it to your skin, again, that's not as much heat, relatively speaking, as a laser weapon. And it's a deliberate, slow application of that heat. It's not a picosecond shot of megajoules of energy, right?
Most people don't put much stock in the minute.
Okay, I don't care. Just if I'll tell you this, if Preston makes me do one more or another one after this, I'm just gonna end the stream.
Don't worry.
Thanks, friend.
Oh my gosh, we were on a roll. Does American health insurance cover laser cauterization? Yes, sometimes cauterization is a legitimate medical operation. So yeah, if you're having surgery that involves cauterization, then yes, American health insurance would cover it if you're rich. Oh, hey. Hey, Kylan, MSG3, honey can soothe the burn and help prevent infection. Is that true? I believe, honey does have some antiseptic properties, correct? I don't want to give out any medical advice, so I'm not sure on that. But I think it has some antiseptic properties, correct? Preston Garvey! Where are they? Who's hanging out in this pipe? Quackenstein Monster, thanks for being here. Now get out. I'm mad. Hello. Hello. Do you have any drugs in here? Sick.
Hell yeah.
Crotch. Oh, and my headphones are about to run out of battery. Perfect. I just charged them. You piece of junk. We're almost done for today, but get it! I'm gonna try to if Preston makes me do one more thing, I'm gonna rage quit. But I'm trying to get into the facility before we end today's stream. I swear to Carl Sagan, Preston, if you refuse to help me.
You know that settlement you sent
Okay,
me?
okay.
Decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person. By the way, you should not
I don't care.
Yet, but once we
I don't care.
I don't think I ever told you what happened to the Minutemen.
I don't care. I don't care.
I'm not interested in
No.
No.
I thought everyone in the comic were the Minutemen. I was with Colonel Hollis's group.
I
We were
couldn't.
the only one. Only a few of
I
us
couldn't
got
care
out.
less,
We
Preston.
never found a safe.
Right.
Oh, sure.
Good.
I don't... Who cares?
Good.
I'll join everything. Preston.
I'll mark it on your map.
Preston. Preston.
Wanted help earlier. Some kind of
Yes.
machine to get into the
Oh,
institute.
come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you know the institute?
Teleportation. If anyone
Yeah.
can make heads.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay,
I hope you can help them.
okay,
Got
okay, okay, okay. We're back on track. Back on track. Ooh, that was close. I was about to... Kyle, it's all right. Calm down. No! Sturgis, wake up!
Preston thought you might
Oh,
be
wait.
able to figure out
Wait.
these plans
What?
for me.
Wait, what? Wait, what was it, sweetie?
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build it?
Wow. Teleport.
It's real.
It's real.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
An accent. Good work, Sturgis.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
don't
Come on,
think-
come on, come on, come on.
Here's a list of what you'll need for the...
Hey, got a second?
Is now a better time to converse?
Yes, I love you.
I have some time.
I have spent much effort gathering information in our travels so far.
I love you.
And
Marry me.
myself diagnostic scientist.
Oh, but you can do it.
I'm sure your research isn't that bad.
You are polite to say this, but if the greatest scientific minds of history, the Einsteins and the Curies, my name
Curie.
have had some.
Okay, okay.
They have had a spark.
Okay. What's your plan?
So,
If I am to, I must become human, or
Yes. Good.
I'm willing to help, Curie.
and if you find someone,
Yes. I can give Curie a body now. But first, the Institute. Right here. Yes. To the Institute! Right there. Mm-hmm.
How's it
Why does
going?
she have a French accent,
Finding
says
some
Robbie?
stuff in your
Why
signal
doesn't she?
interceptor?
Yes. No, that will be here, because we'll be... You're gonna use it like that. This, yes. Yeah. Bam! Powered up! Yeah, I know. Connect this to this. Connect. Connect. How many wires must I run to? Attach. Let's do it! Get into the Institute so I can go home.
Hey, you're part of... I'll start scanning. Whenever you're ready. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. And... got it! Hold on to your butt!
Chat, we did it. Chat, we did it. Kevin, turn on the monitor or I'm going to separate... Thank you. Chat, we did it. We really did it. Oh. Chat, we made it inside of the Institute. We made it inside the most sciencey place... Other way. We made it inside the most sciencey place in the Commonwealth. The place where, of course, any scientist playthrough must eventually end up. We made it there with you. Next up, we will be doing Half-Life 2. Jump in, get into the facility, put on your silky white lab coat, get videos early, see behind-the-scenes photos, be a part of what we're doing here in terms of science, education, and entertainment. I will be traveling to Chernobyl, spending 7 days inside of the exclusion zone. I'll be going there with cameras, drones, GoPros in tow to help, or hopefully bring you something you really haven't seen before from this place. follow me into the future, not just on this channel, but perhaps other channels coming out of the facility. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, eternal existence in purgatory, wherever you are. I want you to be having a great time, or at least a good time. I want you to be flourishing. That's the thing. Try to find the golden mean, as Aristotle would say. Try to maximize the highs in your life, minimize the lows. Try to flourish. Find something that stimulates the mind, makes you feel good, makes you feel fulfilled. Find people to be around. Help make that happen. Find something to do. Makes you feel creative and ironic and interested. Kyle, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Have a wonderful rest of your time before your consciousness returns to slumber. I'll see you next week at the facility. Be nice to each other. What was that? What would Meatwad sound like if you transposed T-Pain's vocal cords onto Meatwad?